Let's talk about 5 common problems in marriage. Starting with number 1, money fights. Conflicts about money are really symbolic of something different. Now, this could be a power struggle in the relationship, different values clashing, or poorly communicated goals. So it's time for y'all to sit down and figure out why the budget isn't working for you, or if you guys even have a budget at all. Like, when you think about a budget, it's not a prison. It's merely a clear pathway.
Yeah, so set a day to work together on your budget. Look at the categories to see if they're reasonable. Make sure that no one is dominating the conversation, that it's a team effort. Is the budget even realistic? So we suggest checking out Financial Peace University, FPU. It changed our lives, and so we put a link in the description below to check them out.
All right, number 2, feeling unappreciated. When you feel unappreciated, it's similar to feeling unloved.
Yeah.
And it's so important for you to find ways of showing appreciation of one another, which is essentially interpreted as an act of showing love. So adopting a habit of being intentional and showing appreciation. So that could be sending text messages or giving a hug or something like that. Doing that, it has the power to transform your marriage.
So number 3, technology interference. Research has shown that an increased usage of social media creates anxiety and in some cases depression. So this obviously can cause a strain on a relationship. So when spouses are in the same room but in different worlds due to their eyes being glued to the screen, something's got to change, and couples need to communicate their needs. So maybe set a cutoff time, to where there are no devices, or, in this room devices are off limits. The sooner you do that, the better.
All right, the next one, busy schedules. Couples who are really busy may operate under tremendous amounts of stress as well. And the demands of their jobs, house chores, parenting responsibilities, traffic. Lord knows the traffic. When you combine all of this, it may lead to self-neglect physically. So even though you're not physically in proximity, you can still show them that they're close to your heart. And you can do this by checking in with your spouse several times a day. You can send them special texts, offer them some hugs, or make time to give some small caresses throughout the day. Make plans to pause and offer your spouse some form of thoughtful acts of care.
And speaking of thoughtful acts of care, sexual dissatisfaction. You may become a little complacent or lose sexual passion for one another. So some couples are upset with one another, or they end up just stuck in a relational rut, and this leads to a decreased moments of sexual intimacy. And the key is to address it as quickly as possible. So set a date to have sex with your mate. We have a video that we want you guys to click on after you watch this.